Good morning, everybody. Back over here this morning to finish the basement dig. So I was able to get all that cut out yesterday and the road graded out and more topsoil added to that. So Robert's going to run down there. He's going to help me today. He's going to grab the mini, since it has the cleanup bucket on it, and come over here. I overdug this a lot, but he's come in here and clean out that little bit of topsoil that's left while I still have plenty of clay up there in that corner. We're going to bring it down here, go get the compactor, spread this in here, and go ahead and compact this back up to subgrade for the basement floor. I'm going to continue cutting that out, hauling the topsoil over there, and we'll still stockpile some more clay and have enough for this. This right here might have to get cut out as well. Well, I know this right here has got to be cut out because all this is concrete from like somewhere about this radius right here to right in here. All this is going to be a patio, so I know all this has got to be cut out in a pool. So whatever that grade is all the way out for right now has to at least be even. Probably taper it down just a little bit because we need drainage out of here, so when it does rain it will flow out. So just cutting this out for right now, that way I can keep my reference points, so I know exactly where I need to cut out and what I need to leave. All right, first scoop of the morning here, getting started. I'm going to scratch off all the topsoil, use it for the road. We had to do a little undercut over there. Dusty. I got Robert digging that out. We'll bring the roller over here and compact that dirt back in here, saving this clay right here for that. And then I need to undercut out where the pool and patio is going. Dig all that material out. And get it put back with some clay in there. About any of these angles because that gets daylighted out with the concrete. Alright, let me go dump that, come back and cut out some more. I'll figure out where I can put the truck, so I can go ahead and cut that out. Probably just put it right over here. Alright, I am stripping the topsoil off of the clay right here on this side of the house. Robert is taking the skid steer, that pile of clay that I scraped up yesterday. He is putting that in that area we had to undercut. You can see the pile of dirt right there, and rolling that in. I'm gonna break up some of this so he can come over here with the skid steer and get some of this to fill that in. Probably get 3 or 4 more loads, and then I'm going to go over here and actually cut all of that out right there, because I have a feeling that's going to be a little bit below grade. And then we can take some of this clay and kind of put it back in there for the patio and compact it back. All right, so I've got all the topsoil cut out of that section right there. That's probably maybe a touch bit low, but we can backfill that. I got to get it down to clay anyways. From this corner right here straight across, all this is going to be patio to right there. So I'm going to go ahead and undercut all this out down to that grade, load it into the truck, and take it down the property line over there and start filling that roadway in with this material. And then whatever has to be undercut too much, I will take that clay and push it in here, and we'll pack it back in place. Okay, so as you saw, I undercut all of that from there over is all that's going to be patio. So I'm going to go in there with the skid steer and just kind of clean this up a little bit. I'm going to go up there and put my tooth bucket on. It'll dig that a little bit better. We're going to start taking that clay after I clean all that up, and put this clay in here. I'll bucket it over here. He'll come in here with the compactor, start packing it back in place, and we'll just bring this whole pad out all the way flush with the bank right there. Pretty much what I have notched out is where it's going to come out, daylight out, and the pool's going to go somewhere over there. So we'll have to get all this cut out, and then surveyor's going to come in here and pin everything again. That way we can know exactly where the hole's got to be dug for that. Alright, so I had to finish stripping that topsoil off, and now I brought the excavator down here into the basement. I'm going to work on cutting this last little radius out. It's an overdig, I think it's a big bay window wall or something. So I'm going to cut this out. This should give us enough clay to finish filling in the low side right here. If not, I'm going to probably go over there and load up one load out of the pile. And that's pretty much going to be a wrap for the basement dig. Just coming in here with this skid steer and trimming all this out. And just daylight it out right there. And once everything's pinned again, we can kind of figure out where the pool goes and get all that laid out.
hooking this up and hop on the skid steer and clean all this up, get that rolled in, and we'll see how much time we have left today. May go ahead and spread that topsoil beside the road and try to get that bladed off and put in place. All right, he's rolling in that final lift right there for the undercut for the porch that we had to fill in. I got that pile of dirt laid back there. That's all going to be stockpiled. Well, it is stockpiled, but saved to backfill the house once foundation is in. I'm going to jump on the skid steer, finish kind of trimming that out, and we may need like one more dump truck load of dirt to finish that off. So I checked grade, we need like 2 more dump truck loads of dirt in there. It's about 4 or 5 inches low across in there. So I'm gonna go over here to the stockpile. Just put a couple loads into the dump truck, bring it over here, dump it out, spread it out. Everything will be peachy. All right, just finished getting that slicked up and rolled in. I'm gonna let Robert finish building a little diversion berm. I started right here. Take it up and around. That'll keep any of that runoff from coming down here and pouring into here, because this is going to be a long project for him. So that'll kind of help divert any runoff that may come off the hill from pouring in here and making all this. I mean, it's flat. It's flat from there to there. So when it rains, yes, it will kind of lay in there a little bit, but I think from like right here back, I got it tapered about 1 inch or so, so it may kind of help kind of run out. But I mean, it's a house, it's got to be level. So he's going to finish that up. I'm going to push that pile up there, get it patted down, and take the dozer and run down the edge of the road over here and try to spread some of that topsoil out. All right, so we got the basement dug. I came over here with the dozer, spread the topsoil out, and I'm gonna run the motor grader over this real quick and slick it up. This is the driveway going over there to the house. That way, if it does rain, it will drain off and also be ready for stone. If it does not rain, I can get that first of next week and go ahead and get that covered with stone before it does rain and make this a royal mess. One-handed motor grading. And finishing out today here, made a few passes with the motor grader to kind of cut this little section of road in for the driveway, so you can kind of see the shape of it now. Spread all that topsoil out that was on the hillside over there. I'll have to run the ruckus right through there and get some of those rocks and roots out, but at least I was able to build up that shoulder a little bit better and raise this road up. I raised this up probably 18 inches right here, and gosh, 3 feet down here in the bottom. I like the way that's turned out, and we'll just have to see what the weather does and if it allows me to be able to get a little bit of stone in here to maybe cover this. That way it doesn't turn to mud, which it's packed down really good. There's a lot of rock in it. There's a lot of rock everywhere out here. And the conduit there for the power line, that worked out just perfect right there at the toe of the slope, so they can dig down and join all that. I'll bring the Mini down here, and I gotta use it to pull some of this dirt around here. It's a little bit too steep, or not enough room there to get in there with the dozer. And the basement is done, and yeah, everything is really coming along well out here. I need to take the excavator and pat that pile of dirt down so it doesn't get wet, but I need to dig another hole and bury some more stuff over there and add a little bit more dirt to it. I want to make sure we got plenty of dirt to backfill the house, because it's going to take a lot right here on the slope to get that right. But it's definitely going to be a beautiful lot right there over top of that, right up there on the hill overlooking the pond.